Run away from dirty roommates, lazy roommates, nonchalant roommates. In fact, pick your slippers or your shoe and run. Run faster than Usain Bolt, because they can make your life miserable. That is, it will be doing slow and steady killing. It's killing you. You are dying, but you are not saying it. You are still smiling, and you die. They go. Hello, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Antonia, and this video is going to be the beginning of a this versus that series on my channel. Basically, we'll be bringing out the advantages and disadvantages of certain things and discussing them on here. So in today's video, we'll be looking at staying alone versus having roommates. This video is for people who are in uni that would want to have hostels in uni and they are confused. Should I stay alone? Should I have roommates? Or people who are seeking to relocate or leave their parents' house, like they are done with uni and they want to leave their parents' house or move to a different city. I have my paper here where I've written down all the points, so we'll be discussing from this sheet of paper. So the first advantage of staying alone is that you have maximum freedom. You are free to do as you like. So you can leave your pots in your toilet. You can take your clothes to your kitchen. Anything you want to do, you are free to do it. You have maximum freedom. Nobody is going to question you. Nobody is going to tell you anything. Nobody is going to ask you. You're not answerable to anybody. You're not answerable to anybody. No roommate is going to tell you, why did you keep this brush here? Nobody is going to do anything like that. In addition to that, you learn about yourself when you stay alone. You learn what triggers you, what makes you happy, what makes you sad. You learn to listen to yourself. You develop a relationship with yourself when you stay alone. Another advantage of staying alone is that you regain your energy and your vibe. So for extroverts, when they come back from any outing or any social gathering where they vibed with people, they were happy, talking and laughing, they get really exhausted. So staying alone gives you the opportunity to regain your vibe, to regain your energy, not just for extroverts, but introverts too. Staying alone helps you to regain your vibe and your energy. Just as Jesus would do whenever he performed a miracle or preached to a large crowd, he would withdraw to a quiet place and pray to commune with the Father, to regain power and to regain himself. That's the way we regain our energy and vibe when we stay alone. You have time to examine yourself. An unexamined life is not worth living. Another advantage is that you cut down costs. So ordinarily, you might, if you had roommates, you might cook 5 cups of rice, but since you have no roommates, you might decide to make 1 cup or 2 cups of rice. If you were to spend 10,000 naira on petrol in 2 weeks, if you had roommates, you might decide to make it 5,000 naira because it's just you, and it's only when you're at home you turn on your generator set. So you see that you cut down costs. You are just planning for yourself. Anything you are buying is for yourself. You're not thinking of the next person. You're not thinking, oh, I don't know if my roommate will like this. You're not thinking about that. So now let's move to the disadvantages of staying alone. Open your ears. Open your what? Your ears. The first disadvantage of staying alone is that you bear all the financial burden alone. So I'm not going to be in my house and you come and call me that Tonya, gas is finished. Come on. It's not possible. I did not use your gas. Did I cook in your kitchen? Did I cook in your kitchen? So why would you call me to come and pay for your gas? Or maybe your tap got bad. You cannot come and call me to say, Tonya, come and pay for. I did not bathe in your bathroom. I'm not staying in the same house with you. So you bear all the financial burdens alone. Everything that happens in this house is on your head. Your house rent, your electricity bill, your gas, whatever, paying for gas, any plumbing default, any issue at all is on your head. Sometimes these bills might be overwhelming. Like it can drive somebody crazy. If you do not have a stable source of income, it can drive you crazy. Another disadvantage of staying alone is that you have no helper. Anything can happen to you at any time. You can fall down while you are bathing and nobody will know that you fell down. Anything can happen to you in the house. You can forget to leave your tap or nothing. You can even fall sick and nobody will be there to buy you drugs or to make food for you or to boil water for you to bathe. You have no. In fact, I have an example, like a true life situation. When I was in my final year in uni, I worked throughout the night on my project. I was very tired by the next morning. I needed to submit it that day. So I went to school, submitted my project, went to the market supermarket, bought things to make soup and stew, wife material, 1,000 yards. I said, with my tired body, I said, no, we're gonna make soup and stew. That's how we'll be cooking for our husband. Hey, wife material. That's why I carried my tired body. Oh. I made soup and stew. I finished eating. Because I used fish to eat, I was like, okay, I'll wash these things so that they don't smell by morning. As I was washing the plate, I was having a very serious headache. Something just spoke to me that if you fall down here, for instance, you faint or you just slump, for 1 week, nobody will know that you fell down inside your room. Please, ma, go and lie down and rest. And I left the plates like that with the washing water and everything. I did not even clear anything. I went to my bed, I went to sleep. When I woke up the next morning at 6 a.m., I started washing the plates. So at 6:30 a.m. thereabout, somebody came to knock on my room door. I opened it for her and she collected what she wanted to collect. And the room was smelling. So a part of me was like, see now, your room is smelling. This girl will not think you're a dirty girl. Another part was like, come on, thinking is free. My dear, you are free to think about anything you want to think about. In as much as you did not tell me to my face that, Tonya, your room is smelling. Keep it. You are free to think. I had fallen down and she came to knock on my door this morning. Definitely, I would not have opened the door. And she will feel that I went for 7 a.m. class. And if she comes in the afternoon, she'll think I had not come back from class. If she comes in the evening, she'll think I'm already asleep. Moreover, she met me washing the plates, so there's no big deal there. It's not like I was lying down on my bed and pressing phone, so it will show that I'm really, really nonchalant. But I was already trying to make my space clean, so thinking is free. So in that situation, you can imagine if I had not advised myself to go lie down on the bed. Imagine what would have happened to me when I was washing the plate, trying to be wife material 1,000 yards. Imagine what would have happened to me. Ha! It would not have been a very funny experience, and no one would have known because my roommates, I had roommates, but they were not around. Another disadvantage of staying alone is that you sink into depression faster. So when you come back from the outside world and you're having doubts about yourself, you're already exhibiting symptoms of depression, you're already perpetually sad, it's easier for you to sink into depression because when you come back to your house, you're alone with your thoughts. Negative thoughts will creep in and, oh God, they will press you and mess up your mind. So it's easier for you to sink into depression when you stay alone. That is if you're already having the symptoms of depression, if you're already having low self-esteem, if you're already having issues with yourself internally, it's easier when you stay alone. We've talked about staying alone for so long. Let's move to the advantages of having a roommate. Hope you are taking notes. Hope you are jotting down the salient point. One of the advantages of having a roommate is that you have a gist partner. So you have somebody you can come back to the house to always and talk to this person. You can share your thoughts, your prayers, anything at all. You can share it with this person. You might be having issues with yourself and you can say, please, oh, Rumi, I don't understand though. Can you pray with me concerning this issue? Or what do you think about this? It might be at the office. I don't know why my manager is saying this. Or I don't know why the head of operations is saying this. What do you think I should do? Okay, I was asked to do this. What do you think I should do about it? Your roommate can give you ideas. You can confide in your roommate. You can pray with your roommate. You can. Everything is just like having siblings in your parents' house. You can confide in your roommates. And when you come back, your house will not be boring because you have somebody to talk to. You have somebody to relate with. The second advantage is that you share the expenses of the house. So as opposed to staying alone where you bear all the financial burden, when you have a roommate, you share the expenses, either 50-50 or 60-40, and this should be discussed before you guys start staying together, so we know who pays what and how. Also, the house chores. You don't want a situation whereby A is expecting B to sweep the house and B is expecting A to fetch the water. At the end, nobody sweeps the house and nobody fetches the water because I'm expecting that you sweep the house, or maybe because I swept today, I'm expecting that you automatically fetch the water. You are feeling that because I swept, meaning I have energy to fetch water. Forgetting that body no be firewood. So this should be discussed, very important. How are we going to pay the bills? How are we going to do the house chores? It should be discussed because all the things in your house can decide to spoil at the same time. They can decide to do conference, house rent is there, tap will spoil, gas will finish, light bill will, what they call it, NEPA will come for their, if you're in Nigeria, you know NEPA will come for their light bill and the rest, all in one head. But if you have roommates, you can say, okay, you take care of the gas and the light bill. I'll take care of the house rent and the plumbing work. Another advantage of having a roommate is that you have somebody that has your back. So when you are staying alone, you do everything by yourself. You don't have anybody to help you out except your friends come to visit. But when you have a roommate, you can say, babe, how far? For me, I sew, so I can call my roommate and say, babe, what's up? We dey pass market. Abeg, help me buy 2 yards of lining when you dey come. She can buy it for me. Or what's up, bread dey hungry me o, worry people, bread dey hungry me o, abeg help me buy bread when you dey come. Or buy groundnut for me. Or babe, what's up, I forgot to spread my clothes on the line, abeg help me spread am. Things like that, your roommate can do it. They have your back. There's no way you trust this person. Your roommate is available to help you, and you're also available to help your roommate. So it's not just they are doing for you, doing for you, doing for you. No, that's not how they used to do life. But you are also doing for your roommates. Okay, if you've watched this video up to this point, like, subscribe, share to your friends and your family members, and comment below what other advantages and disadvantages of staying alone I did not mention, and also the advantages of having a roommate I did not mention. So let's learn, you understand, because this is just me talking about this. You might have experienced some other things that other persons that are watching this video would love to learn. Leave it down in the comment section. Okay, now let's move to the final segment, which is the disadvantages of having a roommate. One of the disadvantages of having a roommate is that you lack privacy. So you don't have me time at all. You don't have that time when you say, okay, I just want to be on my own. It's not even worse if you have an emotionally it's now worse when you have an emotionally unintelligent roommate that will just look at you and feel that you are keeping malice, or feel that you don't just want to talk to me today. Like the person will now start imagining, okay, well, how did I offend this girl that will make her You cannot just have me time. You cannot just have time where you just be like, I don't feel like talking. Worry people used to say every day no be Christmas, but with an emotionally unintelligent roommate, that roommate expect that every day will be Christmas. You don't have your me time. You don't have time where you are just in your personal space because there's someone always all up in your face that you cannot chase away. The second disadvantage, roommates can make your life miserable. If you pick somebody you're not compatible with, run away from dirty roommates, lazy roommates, nonchalant roommates. In fact, pick your slippers or your shoe and run faster than Usain Bolt, because they can make your life miserable. Your life will never remain the same if you stay with those kind of people. In picking roommates, you have to look at the character of the person. Is this somebody that I'm compatible with? Because if you pick somebody you're not compatible with, it's just like picking a partner that you want to date or you want to marry. Is this somebody that I can condone his excesses or her excesses? Because if you go and carry somebody that you are not compatible with, my dear, every day they're going to settle quarrel for that on a house. You'll be settling quarrel every day. So run away from people that you know you are not compatible with. Don't even bother. Or to say you want to even go and, okay, let me manage. My dear, there's no management, because you manage to an extent that if you don't voice out, you start bottling it up. And when you are bottling it up, it's even more dangerous. So it is better that, okay, you are doing something I don't like, I tell you that, what's up, what you do, I don't like her. It's better that way than bottling it up inside your mind, because bottling it up, you will keep it will be killing you slowly. That is, it will be doing slow and steady killing. It's killing you. You are dying, but you're not saying it. You're still smiling, and you die, you go. They used to say, look before you leap. But for roommate case, look before you pick. What did I say? Look before you pick. The last disadvantage of having a roommate is disagreements. Disagreements are bound to occur because you people are not siblings. They're not from the same father. Even siblings of the same parents quarrel. Siblings of the same parents have different characters. Both of you were raised differently, or the 3 of you, or the 5 of you, or the 100 of you were raised differently. So you don't expect that every day will be like bread and butter. It's a lie. Some days you would quarrel. But then you both have to be emotionally intelligent to be able to settle these quarrels amicably. You will definitely quarrel. Somebody will say, why you keep matches for here? I dey find the matches, I dey do little petty things will make you people quarrel. If you were staying alone, you will not be having disagreements with yourself. Because even if you forget to keep matches where you used to, keep it, definitely when you see it, you'll be like, Tonya herself, now here you can't put down. You will now collect it and use to do what you want to do, abi. But if it's a roommate will say, now so you keep matches for here, this day, that. They will not start rooting out cases that they will bring out your case file. Sometimes that time you know that something you said I'm sorry for, the I'm sorry did not get to the bottom of their heart. They did not forgive you at all. At that time they will start telling you how you forgot matches in the balcony the last time, how you did this one this time, and that's how you used to do. And maybe if you are somebody that did not have sense, you will not say, now me you talk to like that, wetin dey bring that play now for 920 naira matches, then you tell me this one now. Quarrel don't start to. Before you look now, you dey craze. Okay, now me this is how they craze. Then they worry you, not because I allow you to make come stay my house. That's how quarrel used to start to. That is how quarrel used to. If for the 50,000 when you pay, come take am and not do it again, come dey go because of 100 matches. Now you don't insult me. Then quarrel has started. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that staying alone is important for your self-development. And if you must have a roommate, look before you pick. Don't just go and pick anybody you feel that, okay, this person is fine, this person. Don't pick like that. Don't go and pick somebody that will rob you of your peace of mind. Your peace of mind is very, very, very important. When you are at peace, you will be more productive. But when your house is on fire, there is no way, no magic would make you to be productive at work, in school, or whatever. So try your best to look before you pick. And for some time in your life, before you get married, before you try to stay on your own, stay alone. It will help you fall in love with yourself. We've come to the end of today's This versus That series. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below. If you enjoyed this video, comment below. Let me know other advantages and disadvantages of staying alone and having a roommate. Let me know in the comment section. Share it so that other people can get to know of this and avoid making mistakes and make better informed decisions. Do take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.